Hello everybody and welcome back to Alma. So as you can probably hear, my voice has got a lot worse overnight. So I probably will have to start by doing a lot more time lapses in the next few episodes, just to make sure, just till my voice gets a bit better. But anyways, we're starting off this episode because this is the last bit of timber. So we're going to get this last bit of timber put into the sawmill. And then we've got about 38,000 litres of milk that needs sorting, so we'll also have to go and do that. I love how this trigger box here is outside of the building, because in base game ones it's actually here inside, which depending on the trees you've got, you can't really fit in. But right, let's get that sold, and we can leave this here, I imagine. But now we need this, and that has far too many stones in, I'm going to guess. Let's just move that forward and just see. But with that emptying, what does this? Needs roof tiles, so we can quickly just take these over, because I need our lorry to obviously do the milk. So that's one put through. Is there any more left in here? Okay, there's 1,000 litres left in here to come. There we go. And this will be just as and when we're here, just keep taking them. Because I don't know how long it takes them to go through the roof tiles. But, have we got any on? No, not that I can see. They haven't put any tiles on just yet. So if we hop into there, is that now empty? Yes, going to say yes. So we'll drop this off, we'll go back down to our yard. Oh, and I've actually got that automatic emptying as well, so that'll be really handy for longevity. We'll go back to the yard, we'll go get the milk trailer, the milk tanker I should say. We will load up with the cow's milk, we'll take whatever we can to the dairy, and if we can sell the rest elsewhere, then we will do. But it's looking like it's going to take all of this into our own, what is it? Is it the dairy we have here? But right, we'll get this back to the yard, and then I would say it's probably best to look to move on, because we've got no harvesting yet. We've still got a month or two to wait on that front. We do have that trailer there. Can I get this trailer on that one and then bring them both back? Of course we can, doing two jobs in one. That's what we like to see. Right, we'll get back to the farmyard, then I'll probably look at moving on. So we'll jump cut to next month, see what's happening. We may have to do some food for the animals, and then it may even be looking on to move on again, just to get us to our next harvest. So yeah, if you look in the bottom right here in our soybean field, this is growth stage 5 of 7, so that's going to be 2 months until that's ready. And if that's that, let's have a look here and go to the growth calendar. Yes, that's 2 months. That'll be 2 months. That looks like it could be a stage behind, so that could be 3. And I'm going to say they're the same as them. So, wow. In 2 months' time, we are going to be absolutely flat out with trying to get crops done and off the field. It all depends. Oh, I've only got 46,000. I was going to say maybe as we buy another field. So, we're going to park up here. We'll just check, because I see we've got a lot of wool. When's that ready? Oh, that's May, so that's got a long time to go. Well, we could sell the silage. That's something that we could do. And what have we got here? Cheese and... No, they're not worth selling. So the silage could be worth going to sell. I'm just trying to think whether it's something I would want to do. Right, let's just have a think. I think there's a lot of money to be made with the silage, so what I'm going to try and do, and this could go terribly wrong, so please do forgive me if this is absolutely appalling, but if we go and get our excavator, we should hopefully be able to lift 3 bales at a time and be able to put them straight onto the trailer. The biggest problem we are going to have is user error, where I am not very good with the digging aspect, and especially with when you have a bucket on, everything's like normal as it were. When you go to put your pallet tines on, because they are facing that way, it's sort of now going back to front, if that makes sense. But let's give it a go. Well, auto load is very, very handy to have at times, especially just then. Like, it annoys me sometimes when you see how it stacks the trailer like that. I don't know how to turn that off at the minute, but in this instance, I was very, very glad, because it just felt so backwards with that excavator with the tines like that. But anyways, it will be something. The more you use it, the more you'll sort of get used to it, I would have said. But that has bolstered the bank balance up a fair bit for us. So we're going to move on into next month. We're going to have to overnight just make sure we keep the spawn area open for the sheep and the goats. And then in the morning, I reckon it'll be feed time for all the animals. And then what I'll probably do, as long as the animals are fine and all our productions are fine, that'll probably be the end for this episode. Then it means the next one, we can get straight into harvesting. Let's see if we can just overtake this school bus. I'm also going to look, is there a huge shed we can put on here where you just drive straight through? Because that would make life so much easier. Because it's just looking like a cluttered mess now. It's a shed, so I imagine it's going to be one of the most expensive ones. But if we go... See, that you can drive through one end, but not the other, so that's not what I'm looking for. No. There must have something on here that... Nope. Drive... Ooh. There you go, you can drive through both ends with this one, and it also has doors on that side and that side. How much? 312. That's a lot of money. But yeah, we could put this something like down there. Let's just have a look at what else do we have. That's probably no good. The British grain sheds, but no, I don't really want to use them here. I don't know why I got them in this save game. Right, that is the shed that I believe we want. This one. It just jumps massively in price. But yeah, so we can drive straight through with all our equipment and start parking it up in there. Well, let's just move this out the way first, because this is where, when it comes to do mixes, we'll have to be parking up. This is very slow on the reverse. Right, and what I'll do now is I will move on, and I'll see you in the morning once we've sorted out everything over here. Our wool supply is properly building up now. There's going to be a fair amount of money just there for us. But right, let's jump into here. We'll have to just jump off this front weight. Then, like I say, we're going to see what this is like. We haven't done this before using the... well, we've done those bales, but those bales in the trailer, but we haven't loaded up our mixer wagon with it. So we'll do a few mixes with the mixer wagon. We'll do some food over to the chickens, and then we'll just have to see where we are with productions, whether they need anything. I imagine we'll have to go up to the roof tiles, because that production seems to work rapid through everything. So let's leave that there. How much more straw does this need? Okay, straw we're not too far off, but what we can do, we can always bring a bale through with us when we come back with the mixer wagon. So I think it's one full bale of hay. Oh, and that's empty. I think it's one full bale of hay, 50% of straw, and 2 silage, I think. And here we go. So for the last job of the day, that seems to have stopped unloading into there, which doesn't matter. We will just go put this on, like so. Oh, has it moved out the trigger? Why is that not unloading? Oh, there we go. It must be quite a sensitive trigger, maybe. Right, let's get that dumping, and at the same time, can we fill it with stones? Yes, so the front's filling and the back's emptying. And there we go. So that production should be full. We'll throw some more of these tiles through, which, what is there? It doesn't make a lot of tiles. Oh, well, we should get 3, so this plus 2 more. So that one in. So it'll be next month we should have all the roof tiles it needs for its next stage. But it's just annoying me, it doesn't say. I'm sure I've seen it where these productions should have a progress bar. I do not seem to have one. which anyways doesn't matter. But right, with all that now done, we need another 3,000 litres, which we will get out of here when it comes harvest time. I think there's not much really more to say. Then thank you very much for watching. I hope you've all liked and enjoyed the video, and I will see you again in the next one. Bye for now.